It's Week 11 of the National Football League. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Texans under the lights on Monday night.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gordon, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They've been the talk of the NFL so far. 9 wins in their first 9 games.
And some people subscribe to the theory that a loss might not be the worst thing for them. They've had it easy all year long. How would they do handling adversity?
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Texans, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Texans offense heading out behind their quarterback in his second season. Last year's Offensive Rookie of the Year, C.J. Stroud.
And he's coming off of a truly remarkable rookie season where he quieted a lot of his doubters in a most emphatic fashion. Remember, going into the draft, many thought he was the number 2 quarterback coming out of college. He proved quickly he was a top quarterback going into the NFL. One of the best rookie seasons by a quarterback in recent memory. And what's scary about it, he's not even close to reaching his ceiling.
And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. And Stroud now to throw. Flushed out right. That's going to be a loss of 15 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year, and with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Dak going to hand it to Elliott on the option. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jalen Tolbert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes the score 7-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was finished off by a Jalen Tolbert touchdown grab. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory.
Texans football to start quarter 2. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Forced out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Osa Odighizuwa able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Stroud looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And bulldozing his way through. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 13. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Here's Tommy Townsend now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Taken from just outside the 30. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Here's Stroud. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Stroud. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud. Under pressure, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Stroud sets up the play action. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
The Texans send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return. The Cowboys offense and C.D. Lamb ready to take over once more. And as we play here in the month of November, he's putting together a campaign to remember. The NFL's leader amongst wideouts in touchdown receptions. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Now Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott now. And that will be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
This is taken at the 15. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return.
And the Texans will take over.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives.
Stroud is hit, and the ball is loose.
It's picked up by the Cowboys. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room, where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And here comes the Texans now. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Man open left side is Brown. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Stroud.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott.
He'll find Lamb crossing the formation for the catch. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey now for the point after. And it is now 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Stroud. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Arlington. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. A shotgun snap to Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they, under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he's going to go down again. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Down to the 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. And what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Aubrey now for the PAT.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. As we check out the league leaders in passing yards, you can see he's right up there among the best in the NFL at this point in the season.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down. Looking to throw. Stroud. Staying on his feet. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the Cowboys, they keep on rolling 10-0 now to start the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for Houston, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to